Stop setting New Year resolutions. I'm talking to students, but this applies to anyone, right? Why? New Year resolutions suck. Why do I say New Year resolutions suck? I'll get to that. But for most people, New Year resolutions haven't been a positive experience, right? Why? Like most people forget about them already when they are like into February or March. And once they remember that they set these New Year resolutions, they feel guilty. They feel bad because they kind of missed out on them, right? And now it's like the mid of the year, you can't catch up to them. And by the end of the year, you start setting New Year resolutions for the next year, right? You're just setting goals, but nothing's happening. This has been my personal experience. So if it's been the same for you, this video is for you. But if you had a positive experience with New Year resolutions, right? You've like actually accomplished most of your New Year resolutions. Good for you, man. I'm not talking to you, right? This is for the people who face a negative experience with it. Why New Year resolutions suck? It's too long, right? Our human brain can't kind of comprehend that much of time, right? 12 months. I mean, compared to 10 years, it's a small time, but it's still, we can't predict a lot, right? We are going to face different problems, different things are going to happen. So, we can't predict a whole year. Things are going to change. Our ability to meet our New Year resolutions, it's going to change, right? So, we might fail. And when you set goals for a whole year, sometimes you overestimate your abilities, sometimes you underestimate your abilities. So what I'm trying to get at here is it's just too long. So shall we say daily, weekly, or monthly? It's still too short, right? We can do much within a day or a week or a month. For a good amount of work, you need a little more than that, right? I mean, monthly is fine for certain goals, but I'm trying to get around a sweet spot here. So, a good amount would be 3 months. Why do I go for 3 months? The simplest point is we have 52 weeks a year, so that means 4 quarters are there. Businesses already set goals for per quarter, right? So 52 weeks, 4 quarters, that means 13 weeks per quarter, right? Just set goals for the next 13 weeks, right? It's something that you can easily understand and comprehend, right? You can like envision your goals and like what kind of a person you can be within next 3 months, right? This is actually 3 months, right? 13 weeks is like 3 months, right? So set goals just for the next 3 months, right? It would be much easier and more successful. If you want, set goals for each quarter, how we are going to improve your goals each quarter, right? Here's a small example. So these are the 4 quarters. This is what I'm going to do for the YouTube channel. This is the idea that I have in general, right? First, I'm going to upload 100 videos. I know it's a big amount, but that's what I'm going for by the end of March. And then I'm going to start a mini service. While making content, I'm going to start a mini service, one-on-one coaching. So establishing this service would be my main goal in the next quarter, right? And by the end of June, then my goal for the next quarter is starting to make short form content on Instagram and TikTok and YouTube Shorts. So by the end of September, I would be done with that, right? And while continuing all that, I'm going to start doing workshops in the final quarter. So this might change, that's the beauty of this. You can set your academic goals this way as well, right? I can't set my academic goals right now because I don't have enough information yet. My university is starting next year, so I don't know what kind of schedule is going to be there. So I'm not going to set any goals right now, right? But if you have enough information, set goals for the next quarter, right? One of my students have an exam in February, so I told him, let's just set goals around that first, right? And then make it smart. What do I mean by smart? So I'm not going to explain the whole thing in this video. It's like make your goals specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. I'll make another video about the whole thing. The beauty of this is once you get to the end of the first quarter, you can look back and review, right? And you can set better goals for the next round and you can do better, you can take better action in the next round, right? And by the end of that quarter, you can review and set goals for the next one. And you would achieve a lot more this way rather than if you just set for one whole year. It just makes sense. Just sharing the word here. And in your first quarter, you will learn mistakes. You can learn from them and not repeat them in the next round, right? The beauty of mistakes is that you get to learn what you are not good at, so you can improve that. So you can make a lot of mistakes and learn a lot of lessons in this way rather than if you just aim at a whole year. Like when you set goals for a whole year, how are you going to know whether you are successful or failing at achieving it until the whole year ends, right? Once it's 3 months, you get another round. You get 4 rounds. You get 4 rounds, you get 4 shots, you get 4 chances. You can do a lot more that way. I didn't do this until 2024. I tried this year in 2025, and it was awesome. It worked. I got a lot better as a student, as a person, as a brother, as a son, as a partner, as a friend. In every aspect, I set goals and it worked. It just worked, right? So, just sharing. So, to summarize it, just set goals for the next 3 months. Look what works, what doesn't. Do better next one. Good luck. Happy New Year.